if you need help, get it.
Yes.
Let's get some show and tell in here.
Yeah. Tour striker.
Best training aid in the world.
So I know you love this.
This is.
I agree.
If you take lessons with myself, you are going to have this around your neck at some point.
Yeah, I'm the same.
There's honestly not a single flaw that this training aid can create.
That's why a lot of tour players use it. I use it a lot. I mean, getting the hands back out in front of you, arms and hands back out in front of you, keeping a connection point.
You can use it putting, chipping, driver.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's just
it's connection.
Yeah. I've been having to use it for my last few lessons here, or for like the last week or so.
Well, like yesterday, I didn't have to use it. I easily could have, but like the gentleman I gave a lesson to yesterday had one of the better shallowing moves I've seen in a long time of an amateur golfer.
Yeah,
like his arms got way away from him, but he got him back.
Yeah,
and I was like, you have no idea how hard that is and how good that is. I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah.
But
I say my students lately have had their arms moving away from them on the downswing. So I've been having to work on
that's
this.
a tough, Flush. I mean, this is as good of a
Yeah,
training aid.
Flush.
It's you can buy one get one free right now for $60.
Why you need two?
Just in case you pop one.
One for you and one for
I
your
can't tell you
friend.
how many times people rip the where you clip the ball
So
to.
the build quality might not be as good as it's. Well,
It's a borderline balloon. What do you expect?
birdie
It's a beach ball.
Birdie
It's a
then.
velvet
Also say,
beach
if
ball.
you don't want to order it, just go buy a pack of balloons, keep it in your golf bag, blow up a balloon, and bam,
Yeah.
DIY smart ball.
Man, the tour
got,
striker is
Kyle?
going to have to. You've been making all these companies mad.
Martin Chuck's doing okay.
Okay. Next one. I said birdie because it's not durable.
My God.
They need to work on some design
Caleb.
functionality there. Yeah. Don't cringe too hard. We got one.
I was gonna say we have one.
I hadn't used it. I mean, I guess it was trying to teach separation here.
It's the same
more-
thing, connection.
Yeah,
It's the same thing
connection.
as a smart ball. So it teaches you to
Well, the hinge to hands.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to teach essentially the backswing. When do your shoulders need to start turning? When do your wrists need to set? And go from there. Now, if you're kind of like me, where you don't teach one single way how to set wrist position, I think wrist positions are fluid, that you can put anybody in any position at certain points in their swing and still hit really good shots. This is kind of very one-dimensional. I use this mostly for the grip trainer, but also to really work on starting that shoulder turn.
I'd agree. It's kind of one-dimensional.
I would say it's par.
For the right student, it can be good to kind of just help show them what you're trying to get to in the backswing, how to get the shoulders turning, how to get the club hinging upwards into the backswing.
Haircut those.
I was getting ready to say, I'm too distracted by the lightning bolt inside.
That is
his
an
head.
aggressive haircut.
Yeah, especially with those
it.
pants.
Caleb, I think
short.
you should do that. You need a haircut, so.
Who said I ain't already
Landon,
tried?
actually not Landon. Maverick wants to do something like
I could
that.
see Maverick doing that.
Yeah.
That's definitely Maverick. But I'll say par. I think
Did you
this is-
walk in our teaching bay
think
and
this has
literally
been-
just like, I was like, what training aids do we have?
I think this has been targeted at us.
I know.
Kyle's
Kyle's big on the ProSENDR.
Yeah, I actually like ProSENDR.
He percent it.
birdie.
Yeah, the smart ball for me is kind of interesting. I'll use it for putting, but when I put it, I don't know, it makes me swing like a 30. Like I just don't like to feel like that tension.
Yeah.
So it makes me look a little funny when I'm swinging. But ProSENDR, since it's kind of there and you're feeling, I love this thing.
I'll say, if anything, Kyle, your arms might be too close to you, so I could see how the smart ball might feel awkward.
But for putting, I love it.
The ball.
It's an excuse.
I would say ProSENDR is going to be a flush because the ProSENDR and the G-Snap, which from Genghis Golf, they're really the only two training aids that have come out recently that actually teach wrist structure. Yeah, wrist structure. So, and a majority of golfers don't realize how important that is and the stability of the club. They always think it's more like hinging goes this way. Well, we've proven in the golf swing that that's not the only way. I think it's great. It's not for everybody. We said that when it first came in.
Yeah.
We might have even did a video on it, didn't we? Or something.
can't remember.
Yeah, but
I don't think we have.
it's been out for a while now. They also have their new connection ball that's coming out, which is to compete with the smart ball. But I mean, birdie.
Yeah,
Birdie.
that's fair.
This has been a lot of fun. I love this thing.
Yeah.
It's one of the better things I've seen now for putting.
Well, I've got a critique on it. I haven't seen it outside yet, but I don't think the laser's bright enough to see it outside.
I don't know.
Because even in here with like indoor lighting, after a few feet, the laser disappears.
Yeah.
I mean, but you don't need to be doing this for any longer than 5 feet. Because you just need to get your ball started online.
Well,
so
if
no matter
indoors,
how far you are.
If indoors, the laser doesn't shine that bright as they're showing it here in this picture, I can tell you that. If indoors, if it's disappearing in 10 feet, outdoors, it might be 3. But I'm just saying that
It's
laser
pretty
needs
bright.
needs to be bright.
I've used it outside. It works.
Yeah, I like the idea and the concept of it. I think it's great. It's basically
You just go out there with your chalk line.
a chalk line.
He hasn't practiced putting in like 50 years.
Yeah.
I
I don't
you
practice
can't
it.
practice that.
Exactly.
You don't teach that.
You can't perfect greatness. It's the greatest hook putter I've ever seen.
When your putter path is 10 degrees inside
I like
out.
the concept of it. I like the concept of it. I just don't think the laser, the way it shines, it just it disappears. It gets lost on the ground.
Hear me out, Caleb. Then you could take that out there, use the laser to then put down your chalk line correctly. Bingo.
Why would I need a laser to put down a chalk line?
To make sure it's straight.
Do you know how a chalk line works?
Yeah, I actually used one the other day.
Okay.
You don't, because you don't practice putting.
I mean, it'd be hard to do a chalk line and it not be straight.
Next. Next.
Giving it a par.
It's birdie.
We've lost the course.
Yeah. You haven't put up any good ones. Okay. Yeah. See.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Shank.
yeah, I was going to say Shane. I don't even know what it is or what it's supposed to be doing. But
It's just like ropes in a gym.
Man, if I was moving at Mach 3, I'd rip that weight down the fairway. You kidding me? No.
It's too cumbersome for like the practical side of it in my eyes. We couldn't have this in here. It just takes up too much space. And I think there's far better training aids to kind of help with speed training.
I'm going to give them credit for
Nice.
coming out with a different speed, for a different speed training avenue.
yeah.
Because everything now is holding a speed stick or something like that. It's like, well, you can just go to Home Depot, get a PVC pipe, put sand in it, and swing it. There's a speed training aid right there. That's a Stevie B classic right there. But this is it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess in theory and concept it would work, but yes, it's a no.
Yeah. Well, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure sports science has disproven that rope training as far as like actually like how athletes go up and down with it.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, you're just creating fatigue in your muscle system. You're not actually doing anything to strengthen.
I mean, doing ropes, I remember having to do it a bunch. For your core, it's
Correct, but it's more stamina and cardio rather than
it's
speed.
100%. It's not
So,
anything powerful.
That's
You're
why I
right.
think this is kind of more of
a fad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those. We'll see it for a couple weeks.
It's
now.
more for a
Disappear.
catchy image.
You know
Get people
what
click
you know
on
what
and
the
buy it.
easiest way
Yeah.
to hit it further is?
What's that?
Just hit it further.
Honestly, no. The easy way to hit it further is to hit it out of the center of the club face.
Take less loft and hit it out the center of the face. Mach 3 isn't going to be asking us to do a review.
That's okay. We'll get some short grips in here.
We're gonna wait till Mach 4 comes out.
It's gonna be a lot shorter of a rope.
That's funny.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in again for 50 episodes. It's been great. Be sure to turn on those push bell notifications, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.